Hey, welcome to Ainsley's 2-week update in my 2-week postpartum update. So we are going to get started with her. At her 2-week doctor's appointment, she weighed 7 pounds 6 ounces, and when we came home from the hospital, she weighed 6 pounds 6 ounces. So she gained a whole pound from the last time they weighed her. She is awake about 5 hours a day in 1.5 to 2 hour intervals. When it starts to creep up on the 2 hours, I tend to get her ready to go back to sleep again, just so that she doesn't end up getting overly tired. That consists of nursing, diaper change, and swaddling her. She doesn't like to be swaddled tight. We do have a jersey swaddle that she really loves. So we've been using that because she can still like stretch her arms when she's in it. And then when she sleeps, she'll sleep for about 2 to 3 hours at a time. I try during the day. I have been not letting her go 2-3 hours. A midwife told me a secret. She's like, if you feed them during the day about every 2 hours, at night they'll go longer stretches and they'll sleep better. That's what we've been doing, and it's been paying off like greatly. This has never happened with any of my other kids. She's doing great at night. So let's see. She's usually up for about an hour at night before bedtime, so she'll be awake anytime between like 8 and 10 o'clock for about an hour, and then she'll be ready to go to bed for the night. And she has been sleeping really well, like I said. So she will eat about 10 o'clock and get a diaper change, and usually she's been sleeping until 4 in the morning. So from 10 to 4, and then she'll wake up, or I'll wake up, honestly, because my breasts feel so engorged and they are so painful. So I'll wake up. I end up having to pump because she's going those longer stretches at night. And then I will wake her up and nurse her and do a diaper change, and she will fall back asleep until about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know if it is the secret that the midwife told me, feed her every 2 hours during the day, or if we just got blessed with a pretty easy laid back baby. But I am grateful, and if you're having troubles with your baby sleeping, try that. Try nursing the baby every 2 hours during the day and see if they go longer stretches at night. It has been working so well. Let's see. Sometimes I do at night notice her getting a little wiggly in between feedings and stuff, and so I'll just reach over, and a lot of times her diaper's full. I'll change her real quick and she'll just go right back to sleep, which is really nice. She does take a pacifier now. We gave her a pacifier on the way home from the hospital, and my other 2 girls did not take pacifiers. We didn't even try a pacifier with them until they were like 2 months old. I was just strictly breastfeeding. I was staying home with them, so I didn't really think they needed to take a pacifier. With her, we decided to have her take a pacifier, or to try to get her to take one, because first of all, it reduces the chances of SIDS, and second of all, because having 2 older children, we will be spending a little bit more time than I did with my other 2 kids in the car. And so if she can take a pacifier to help kind of soothe herself, that's what we're going to do. And it has been working great as well. She's been taking this pacifier, the ones that some people say they give you in the hospital. They didn't really want to give us any in the hospital. I went out and bought a pack, but she loves them. It's funny, I bought a pack like this, same exact shape, same texture and everything, but they have like the nose divot at the top, and she will not take it. So she must be just used to seeing like the round circle like coming to her face, and that's what she likes. So that's pretty funny. I do need to go and get her a Wubba Nub. I have not been out and about. Target's like 10 minutes away from here, so I need to go over there and get her a Wubba Nub. Just because it does tend to fall out of her mouth when she's like sitting in the rock and play, or when she is laying in her crib, and I think that having the little stuffed animal there will help just hold it in a little bit, unless she starts grabbing it and pulling it out, which is a very good possibility as well. So anyway, what else? So we do swaddle her. She does like having her hands up by her face though, so that is why we have chosen to do like the jersey swaddle, because we can wrap her hands like right here, and she's been content with that. Like right now she's sleeping with her hands out, but it's during the day, so I swaddle her different at night than I do during the day, and hopefully that's going to help with naps and sleeping as well. At night we have her sleeping in the rock and play next to the bed, and that's been working great. She was spitting up quite a lot. Now not so much. Now it seems like she can burp a lot easier, and so when I go to burp her before, every time I tried to burp her, she would end up spitting up. And then she'd be hungry again, and it just like kind of get in this cycle. Now I can sit her up and burp her, and she'll just burp. She won't really spit up anymore. So that is why we did start doing the rock and play, because it does sit in an incline. So if she were to spit up in the middle of the night, I wouldn't have to worry as much about it. And so that is why we didn't put her in her crib yet. During the day, I will put her in her crib for about 1 to 2 naps a day, just so she gets used to it. And I have my baby monitor, and I do watch very close eye on her, just because she still is so little. Infants are so fragile, and I just feel like you just forget about it. Thank goodness she wasn't like a preemie or 5 pounds, because even at under 8 pounds, coming home is just like a worry. You're like, oh my gosh, they're so fragile, they're so tiny. So anyway, her umbilical cord fell off at 7 days old, and she still had like a little scab on there after her umbilical cord fell off. It's supposed to fall off between 7 to 10 days old, and so when it did fall off, yep, it left like a tiny little scab, and that fell off yesterday. So we are gonna give her her bath today, and that's exciting. I think she'll like it. I've washed her hair a couple times and give her a couple sponge baths, and she tends to really like the water, so that's going to be exciting and cute. She likes having a noisy house. I've noticed that she sleeps a lot better when the music's on or the kids are running around playing, and that's pretty cute. She's just used to it because of when she was in my belly. Let's see. She doesn't really cry at all. She gets a little mad every once in a while, like maybe once a day, when she if I'm doing chores and she's awake for some reason and laying in her rock and play or something, and she'll kind of screech at me, and I'll pick her up for a minute and walk her around and talk to her and sing to her, and then I'll lay her back down and she'll be totally fine. So that's kind of cute. What else? She is growing out of newborn clothes. She is now 2 weeks old, and she is getting too long. I wouldn't say too chubby, but she's having a hard time stretching her legs, so I have all of 3-month clothes in the wash, and it's kind of sad, but I'm excited. I'm so happy she's here, and that I'm gonna miss it, but I'm just so happy to watch her grow. She's also doing really well in her car seat, as long as we're like moving. I think that's pretty normal. Like when I put her in the car seat and she's just sitting there, she can get kind of upset unless we're like ready to go out the door right that second. Okay, so let's get started with my postpartum update. Sorry you guys, this is already 8 minutes long. I will try and hurry up, but I wanted to do this for you. And if you guys are postpartum, message me down below or comment down below, and we can like connect or something, because I love having the support and talking to other moms. It really helps with this recovery. It hasn't been hard, but it's different. So emotionally, I would say I'm doing pretty well. I feel better now than I did when I was like ready to have her. That was really hard, just having to worry about her and stuff. And so I'm glad she's here, and so I am doing a lot better on that end. I do notice myself crying like once a day, just tearing up. I can just feel my emotions surging, and it's probably still all hormonal. Let's see, just getting used to the hang of things with 3 kids too. She's been so easy, so we've been so blessed, but it's still a lot. Regardless if you have an easy baby or a hard baby, like it is still a lot to take care of kids. And so I'm still in this weird position where I'm trying to find balance in my life so that I can take care of myself as well, and trying to find what I can do to de-stress during the day as well. So if you guys have any tips, leave them down below, please. Let's see, I've noticed that keeping my house clean has really helped me keep my sanity and stress less. So I wake up in the morning and I try and do the dishes and clean the house after the kids are off to school. And I'm able to just hang out and enjoy my day, take a nap if I need to, and then focus on playing with my kids when they get home from school instead of having to worry about like getting things done and doing some chores. I can feel my neck and my shoulders tightening a little bit from holding her like this and breastfeeding, so I've been trying to be really aware of that lately. I've been looking up doing some stretches, like holding your arm on the door frame and pushing back so it helps all the stretch open again. That's been helping. TMI, my vagina is still sore. I was upset about it yesterday. Jeans are like a complete no-go still at this point. I don't remember recovery being this long with my girls. I think it's just because she was sunny side up, so she was in a different position when she was born, and it affected things differently. But I'm even icing on and off still. My bleeding is very minimal. There's not really any there as of yesterday, which is great. So like I said, I've been wearing loose fitting clothes. I'm still wearing like my maternity pants and stuff because they're the most comfortable. They help get air circulating down there. What else? I think I had a hemorrhoid from pushing her out, and that was really painful, so I had to stay on top of my fiber intake, and now it feels like it's getting better, so that's good because that was awful. Last but not least, my breasts become less sore by the day, but they are still like really engorged, so they're still sore like on the side. They're sore everywhere. So I think it's just my body, my boobs stretch so much when they filled up with milk. And the fact that my milk, I just have so much of it. So I need to decide if I'm going to keep pumping or if I am good with my little stash I have and can use that for in case of an emergency, in case I need to be gone away from Ainsley for an extended period of time. I have a stash just in case. Because otherwise I am planning on strictly breastfeeding, not bottle feeding her. So I need to make a decision about that because if I am going to stop pumping, I need to stop pumping so my body can regulate my milk supply just to what she needs, because it is becoming a pain, like I said, in the middle of the night when I wake up completely engorged and in so much pain, so I have to wake up and pump. When I do pump, I get about 6 to 8 ounces of milk anytime between like 1 and 2 times a day, so I am producing a ton of milk. So at her 2-week appointment, she looked great. Everything went well. Now that I am 2 weeks postpartum, I have been looking up some light exercises to do just to help my body. I feel like it's kind of like blah, just kind of like hanging there everywhere. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm feeling like not saggy, but pretty loose all over. And so any like really light toning or strengthening that I can do, I'm going to start doing. At least lifting weights with my arms, or maybe doing some light yoga a couple times a day. So we're going to see if that helps. I am going to start that today and then wait till my 6-week appointment. And I think I'm going to do like a fitness challenge or something to really get myself motivated. I need to make it a part of my daily rituals. Anyway, that's all for my postpartum update and Ainsley's 2-week update. I will show you. Oh, one more thing, you guys. If you are pregnant or you're postpartum, you have to order this belt online on Amazon. It's $20 and it works amazing. So like I said, I feel like loose all over. Well, this helps just everything. Second, it's just Velcro. I even wore it in the hospital and it really helped with my back pain. And I will show you guys my belly. So this is my 2-week postpartum belly. It's still pretty tight all through here. It says it takes about 6 weeks for your uterus to go down fully. So nope, not very pretty, but we will get there, and I appreciate my body and love my body for everything it's given me. But anyway, let me show you little Ainsley. She's so cute. Sleeping away. Pretty girl. at their little hands. They're so cute. I love it. Her eyes are still very, very, very blue. My middle daughter, Addie, her eyes were blue until about 9 months old to a year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ainsley's did the same thing. And then now Addie's eyes are green like mine. Yep. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. You have a wonderful day and see ya.